The main thing for me was when I bought my first house, I was looking for furniture that was going to be good quality and last a long time. And with what we're seeing right now in the furniture world, a lot of mass-produced stuff, um, it's not built very well. It's all built overseas. It doesn't have a very good carbon footprint to begin with, just in the manufacturing process. And because it's not built well, it's only going to last a few years before it ends up in a landfill. So I started building stuff just on the side for myself, and that's where I found my true passion. I was working as an engineer at the time, and I wasn't very satisfied in that position. And finding that passion for woodworking is what pushed me towards starting the business. I love the creativity, especially doing all custom furniture. Every single job is completely different. We're not mass producing anything. We're not doing large batches of furniture. Each one comes with its own set of problems to be solved and complications, and each one comes with a different way of manufacturing it. So being able to do something different every single day is a lot of fun. I'm very active outside of work. I enjoy doing CrossFit a few times a week to help me stay in shape. But then I do other sports. Play a lot of golf in the summertime. I like to go snowboarding, cross-country skiing in the winter. So I just like to stay as active as I can and enjoy outdoor sports. There's so many different aspects that are rewarding. Seeing that transformation come to life in the shop is extremely rewarding. Just knowing what we started with to that end product. A lot of times when we start a build, it's not very pretty, but as we refine the piece, you can see the beauty coming out, and the more and more you refine it, the better it looks in the end. I would say the most rewarding thing, though, has to be when we do a delivery and the client sees the piece for the very first time. You just see the joy on their face, the amazement that, something so artistic and beautiful can be made out of solid wood and still be completely functional for what they need it to be. The piece is done when I'm fully satisfied with it. So there's so many things we're looking for. We're looking for, overall accuracy of the build. Does it match what the client requested? We're looking at our fits and finishes. Are all of our joints tight? Are all of our surfaces smooth? Are the finishes done properly and are nice and clean? No blotchiness or anything like that. And then overall, we're just looking at the general appearance of it. Does it look good from all different sides of the piece, or is there one side that might need a little bit of refining? So there's many aspects that go into how I determine what a finished piece is. So a lot of times when we're working with designers, their pieces are very much thought out to a point where there's not too much that we can do for ourselves. And that's what we pride ourselves in is, they're going to bring to us a complex piece or a piece that couldn't be mass produced, and we're going to figure out how to make it for them. And I guess that's how we bring in our own touch. A lot of the pieces that we make probably couldn't be made in the production world. They're pieces that couldn't be found anywhere else. A lot of designers will come to us with a piece that they're unsure if it's capable of being manufactured. They're not sure if the piece is going to be stable once it's built. And that's where my engineering background comes in handy. I have a really good sense when it comes to problem solving and coming up with what could be the most appropriate solution to problems. And with that problem solving techniques, we're able to ensure we're able to bring the piece to life the way the designer wanted it to be. The most important thing to creating something timeless would be to look back at furniture that's been done centuries ago or even within the last century and look at what elements of that furniture continues to be relevant today. By incorporating those elements, we can ensure that based on history, those elements are going to continue on for the next 100 or more years and continue to be timeless. And we try to keep away from looking at trends. A good example of that is the big epoxy trend that's happening right now. Everyone's putting epoxy in their tables. That's something that's only been happening for the last 5 to 10 years, and we don't see that happening for another much longer. So that's why we completely avoid trends like that, and focus more on what has shown in history to be a relevant aspect of the design. Because everything we do is custom for the client, the styles all vary by what client we work with. Generally, we're doing a lot of modern and contemporary designs. Sometimes we'll also do something a little more rustic, but for the most part, I would say we specialize in the contemporary and modern aspects of furniture. We want our customer to feel complete joy when they see their piece for the first time. It's what we strive for. When we unwrap it and assemble it at their house, we want them to feel like the money that they've invested into this piece is money well spent. Going custom is not the cheapest route to go. It is quite costly to produce custom pieces of furniture. So when a client is spending the money that they're spending, we want to ensure that they're 100% happy with the final product that they're receiving. I mean, the workshop is special because this is my passion, right? I love coming in here every day. I love working with my hands. I love working with the tools. I've invested a lot of money into this shop personally, and so I take a lot of pride in what it's taken to build up this shop. And similar goes to the people that I have working in this shop with me. I've taken a lot of time to ensure that the people that are working for me and for the company are the best fit. And it brings me great joy to see a great team that's working together and collaborating well together. Well, I don't drink coffee, which is weird. Everyone asks me why I don't drink coffee. I hate coffee. I think it's gross. But what keeps me going? Just sheer passion. I love what I do. I love being creative. I'm gonna have to say the projects that we did for the interior design show for the 2025 year, both the bent lamination coffee table and the whiskey credenza, they both incorporated elements that we've never really done before here and really pushed our limits and our capabilities. And being able to show those off at the interior design show and seeing the people's reactions there, that was a really special experience.